Welcome everyone to my Simul stream here on lichess and Twitch. International Master William Paschall. Alright, Astrobate. This is not a birthday stream of any kind. I don't know what you're doing there. Making up unofficial birthday announcements. Nobody I know has a birthday today. Alright. So, Simul for 25 players. Guys, this is a long Simul, so don't register for Simul unless you can play up to 3 hours. I will wait to start this. One more minute. Stream time is supposed to start at 6:30. I started a minute or two early. I've got a problem with my door now. It's really strange. Self-opening door. Good evening, Mad Ramus. How are you? Astrobate. We're just going to get underway in a couple minutes. Can you see me? Can you see the door? Oh, you can actually see the door from the stream. That's right. It's a loft floor. It's the ceiling is only like under 7 feet here. That's the short side of the room. There's an angle. I was just thinking yesterday. Yeah, that end of the room is probably 6.5 feet high. The other feet, and that's the bottom of the angle. The other side of the room is approximately about 8. It goes from 8 feet downward on a slant. I guess the doorway is about 6.5 feet. The top of the doorway jamb. So I just squeezed through the doorway. It's just about 6 feet. No, it's only 6 feet. I can hit my head. It might be 5'11". I kind of have to stoop down. Alright. But you're correct. It looks like a giant is entering the door. WJ Leaf, thank you for the donation. It's actually better weather here. 500 bits from WJ Leaf. Very appreciative. Thank you very much. Had a kind of bad day. Appreciate it. Mad Ramus, luckily the one good thing about today here is that we had a lot of rain in the last couple of days, so a high pressure system moved in. That's why my door is opening. The winds are so high that there's sort of this like breeze going through the house that's opening, closing doors. So it's cooler and it's not overpressive heat, which it has been lately. So we're not as, we're luckier than you. It sounds like you got real heat. Yeah, we just finished our heat. We're having a day or two of relaxation. Thanks, WJ Loof, for the donation. 500 Pride Bits toward a beer fund. Alright, I'm going to release the beast here in the Simul. William Paschall Weekly Classical Sound for 25 players. Please check out the event live on Twitch. You probably already are if you hear me saying this. Twitch link is there. Check out my YouTube channel for replays later. They only stay on Twitch for a limited amount of time, so you can check out the YouTube channel. The link is in the Simul description. Please consider donating to support my efforts in streaming and sharing my chess knowledge. PayPal donations or donate via Streamlabs. Cooking Rooks, welcome. Simul rules. Don't play if you cannot stay up to 3 hours. This is rule number 1. Astrobate, you better not be in 25 Simuls. You're setting a bad example. I want people to be serious about playing in a Simul. You know, I don't I don't, agree with those guys like Lance and Zagalko who play, 5-minute simuls all day. I mean, they're just trying to increase the number of followers they get on lichess. It's sort of, I want to say like immoral, but I don't know. It's cheap. It's a cheap way to attract the following by hosting simuls every 5 minutes. I'm not here to, I wouldn't mind a decent following, but I'm not here to cheaply promote myself. All right. Anyway, this is a serious simul. It is not a 5-minute simul. Thus, rule number 2. Please don't waste my time by playing bullet chess. I had to resign a blitz game yesterday, or Friday, where my opponent was playing nonsensical bullet moves. It may be the worst game I ever played. And I just realized I'm just going to resign. Like, this is just absurd. So, it's useless. I'll resign if people do that. No London system, I mean it. And it should go without saying, but no assistance of any kind. I will report cheating if I'm sure about it, even in casual games. So thanks everyone for playing in advance and supporting my efforts, and good luck. That is the simul description. Please think about reading it. Tezake, welcome. Princess Chess, 6'4". Hi, chess enthusiasts. I had another bad day today, and I have bad news. Bad news and good news, I guess. The bad news is the good news, but they're interconnected. I'm getting my COVID shot tomorrow, my second Moderna shot. I thought it would be later in the week, but it was actually 28 days tomorrow. So it's 28 days, not a month. So I'm getting the shot on Monday, not on Thursday. So there will not be a stream, but the point is I'm not going to be streaming. There will not be a Monday stream tomorrow. So it's good news and bad news. Moderna shot number 2 tomorrow morning. So this will be our last stream for 2 days. Will be, well, I don't know how strong the effects will be from Moderna number 2, but usually it's pretty unpleasant, so I'm concerned about how I'll feel even Tuesday for my schedule. Anyways, just keep in mind, no stream tomorrow. Alright. Schieberspieler, welcome. Someone on sound, good to see you back. And I'm going to start accepting challenges for the simul here. Yeah, you're one of the people who said it was a hangover. Day 2 was worse. Great. Great. I'll lose a whole week of work. Asterbait, Ameboid, who are subscribers? Cooking Rooks, Goiju, Mr. Slow, welcome. Drink Water, Nudge Papa, Shildy, I think is a subscriber now. I think he got gift sub. Someone on sound. Mirales, VIP, Cheesy Noob. I never have any clue if Chef Master is a subscriber. I don't see him in the chat. I'm going to just keep him as under the category of friend of the stream and put the subscribers in first. Nefudov, Skaveningen. Skaveningen might have gotten gift sub. He's a friend too. Okay, Tezake. Did we get a gift sub to Skaveningen the last time he was here? Friends of the stream who are not subscribers are next on the list. Kakatiri, another one who may or may not be a subscriber. Mr. Sloan just gifted a tier 1 sub to Chef Master. Thank you, man. It's been a bad day again today. Happening a lot lately. Having a lot of bad days lately. I hope it gets better. Chef Master makes me a little bit happier to get some gift subs. Kakatiri just subscribed with Prime. Thank you. I thought you might be a subscriber anyway. In any case, I would have let you play. I would have let you play. Would have let you play. Alright, Ruslan, it's hard to remember how to speak English sometimes. Ruslan has been a bad boy. He's playing bullet a lot during the simuls. I don't like when people turn the simuls into a bullet game. Maybe he needs a timeout. Beck Apple, when does it start? When does it start? Not like, please, can I play? It's like, when does it start? Okay. Don't worry about it. If your comment is when does it start, you're probably not going to play. Alright, what do we got so far? It's a 3-hour simul, so please, people who are like, when does it start, don't bother. This is not a Lance 5500 or Zhigalko simul. I try to take it seriously, put everything I have into these games. In the time that I have, I put my soul into it, so to speak. This is not a disposable 5-minute simul. I'm not here to get more followers on lichess every hour by making another 5-minute simul like those snake oil salesmen. Disgusting. Anyway, I mean, if they were that interested in being commercial, like why play on lichess? You know, why not play on the evil chess site or something? I don't get it. All right. The point of lichess is it's not a commercial site. Why would you want to have your 5-minute simuls every hour here? Anyways, we've got 15 players so far, 10 to go. Thanks again for those who donated or subscribed. I had Cockatiri with a resub, Mr. Slow with a gift sub. WJ, you're not playing, I take it. WJ with a 500-bit donation. Appreciate, guys. No London. Should I read the description again? Classical Simul 25 players. I will summarize. Check out the event live on Twitch. Check out my YouTube channel. Please consider making a donations for my efforts in streaming and sharing my chess knowledge. I'm not here for self-promotion. I'm here to share my chess knowledge. Maybe get a little money to support what I do, but I'm not here, you know, trying to become a millionaire by overcharging people. Simul rules. Please don't play if you cannot stay up to 3 hours. This is a long simul. Please don't waste my time by playing bullet chess. It's useless. You waste my time and your time. No London system. I mean it. It should go without saying. Absolutely no assistance with computers, friends, whatever. You know, opening books. It's all illegal. All right, we need 10 more players. Hype train upcoming. Cookie Rooks with 500 bits. Antonio with 200 bits. Could be a hype train. So does anyone like? Where is someone on sound? He's in there. He's in there, and they're like, "Oh, who are you?" And no one's being rude to like someone on sound. I will get grumpy. Yeah, like no one in the chat is like, "Hey, can I play, please?" It's tough. Cooking Rooks just earned a new 25k bits badge. Let's go. All right, it's time to get started. No, really, no London system. Yeah, he said that's why he said I would get grumpy. Alright. See, we don't have many players because of the prolific number of 5-minute simuls that are like garbage simuls in the lichess system. This is a series simul lasting up to 3 hours. We'll give Ruslan one last chance, but he better not play bullet chess. Laos has played before. We'll let him play. So far, 3 out of 3 people didn't ask nicely. Doesn't take a lot to like say, "Can I please play in the simul?" Either in the chat or on lichess simul chat. One simple like, "Could I please play in the simul?" would be nice. Too much to ask. Alright, let's see what we got. Math Genie. Or Mate Genie. This looks promising. Lots of games. This is not so many games. Alright, what do we got here? Aria, lots of games. Let's let them play. Acerbate, what happened? You were in there and you got kicked out again? Careful. 19 players. Word that have quite literally never been typed before about me. What? What word? Isn't it may I please play? Cocktier, you really took that to heart. Can I play? I'll take a can I play. Guys, please subscribe and support the stream. If you'd like to play, subscribers go first. Any other subscribers? Going once. Going twice. We are going to start shortly. Mickey. King Genius. That's modest. Oxyprestam sounds like some kind of psychoactive drug. Kevin Yang. Yeah, he's got enough games. Mickey. Mickey is a subscriber. He's also pretty high rated. Alright, S. Garcia, former subscriber. Dun dun dun. Alright, we'll let the former subscriber join. We're getting desperate here. 22 players. Beehive. Let's see if anyone asks nicely to play. They're not watching the Twitch chat. It's been more than 5 minutes, though. Ooh, Kevin Yang asked when start. Maybe I should kick him out for that. That shows impatience, which means I'm probably gonna get like bullet chess. I really don't want to take the people who are like impatient. Rather go with people who are patient. He's asking politely in simul chat. DRV chess. Nice. Someone's asking politely. Wow, that's like insane. He typed PLS. The full word would be a lot to ask. Beg. Just kidding. All right, let's go. Sabar Ish. How many do we have? Acerbate with provisional rating. We need one more player. If you ask me when does it start, I'm gonna be like not accepting you for sure. Asking constantly when it starts is like likely to be it's likely to be someone who plays bullet chess because they're impatient. All right, Acerbate, how did you make a list already? I didn't even start the simul and Acerbate's putting out a list. The Zen mode. Zen mode isn't free. It's a sponsor. Zen mode is optional sponsorship deal, but I like to do it. It's fun. Guys, where's someone on sound actually? I mean, where's Move 11? I'm sorry. I just wasn't feeling too good today. Again. It's been happening a lot lately. I think my knight just like moved backward. Did you guys see that? I just haven't been feeling well. All right, guys. WJ Lou, thank you for your support. I'm sorry you can't play, or you don't want to play, or can't play. WJ Lou, if you're not sitting out of this because you consider yourself like too low rated or something, because you're not that advanced, I hope you would play if you could. Focus issues. Well, one of our... Was move 11 here? By the way? He said he might play today, but he's not here. He was one of the hype train conductors. Well, there he is. He had a dream last night. I missed the Simul by 1 minute. Well, 6:49 is cutting it close. You know, in another week you probably would have made it. But I was having some health issues today and not feeling so good. And physical and psychological health issues. So I'm not quite as maybe as lively as usual. The show must go on. Move 11, I'm sorry we missed you. I was just asking where you were. Your medical leave for an undetermined amount of time. I might need to take a medical leave soon. But I'm sure it's not that serious. I shouldn't lament my problems. E4. Well, we're missing Nefedov today, right? He's probably doing some summer activity. There were some regulars who aren't here. Let's do another knight c6. Guys, please support the stream if you can. It's never too late for a hype train. Don't forget. The stream is a big help. Yeah, let us know if we can help you somehow, WJ Loof, with moral support, even if it's just that. Give me their name and serial number, Teze. Someone played e4 and resigned. So much for Fisher's theorem that e4 is best by test. I'm going to announce again, tomorrow there's no stream. I have to go get my Moderna vaccine number 2. So, it is what it is. No stream on Monday. This is kind of far in advance, but I might be going away. I'm not sure. I'll keep you guys posted about the future schedule as to any summer plans. Not really sure what we'll be doing now. If I have travel plans, I'll let you know. But Monday is definitely out. See, I asked no London system. What do I get? Immediately there's a London system. Who is this? DRV. DRV. Ooh, I just pressed something to make all the Simul boards show up. What the heck? How do I get out of there? Well, that's crazy. I can see them all now. DRV, it says clearly in the Simul description, London system is not allowed. How do I go back to the way it was before? What did I do? I did something to the format of the screen. Does anybody know how I can fix that? Alright, I messed up Zen mode. I saw Mr. Slowhand. I admit it. This is gonna make this is gonna make everything messed up. How do I set it? Does anybody know how to go back? Man, why can't I go back to Zen mode? What is going on? Z doesn't work now. I pressed some key. I am. It's not helping. I pressed some key to change the screen. I accidentally pressed some key. Open a new window. Okay, let's try. No, it just stays in the same. Ah, does that work? Cheesy Noob, you're a genius. Cheesy Noob fixed it. Nice job. I did shave. Yeah, that was... But I saw Mr. Slowhand. I'm sorry. I ruined Mr. Slowhand's Zen. Oh no. Nefidov, we missed you. Nefidov, you're not in the Simul, right? Were you? Nefidov was quiet. He's usually shouting and carrying on. Little English humor. I am still Biden. You're still hidden, so it's okay. Nefidov is in. Alright, why didn't I remember putting him in the Simul in the beginning? It's weird. Wait. Nefidov's lying? Be afraid. Thanks for joining us. Good chess to all. Pledge $1 a win, 50 cents for a draw, and a request for a moment of silence for every loss. Dude, the London system guy. Did you read the Simul description? Did you think it was a joke that I said no London system? At least he played the Jabava attack. Oh man, I hate the Roslimo. Does Hayat Mira ever play in Simuls? He knew no London. He's the one who commented on it? Oh, that's embarrassing. He played anyway. You can't respect the rules. PE Chesses. I thought it was just a suggestion. It's a recommendation. Yeah, I mean, we're not gonna like send the SWAT team to your house or something. But it would be better not to play the London. I was already in a bad mood before that. Mickey, don't give yourself away. There's no anti-Roslimo rule in effect. Cooking Rooks was joking. It's alright. He said Alipin, not Roslimo. I thought. That must be another part of your distant relative or something. Are you sure? You sure that's another part of your repertoire or something? But it's hard to play the Roslimo and the Alipin at the same time. Yeah, no, the Alipin's not garbage. Basically, Cooking Bricks is just joking about all annoying systems. Smith, Mura. But the ones that are more dynamic, I tolerate better. Sorry I'm not feeling better, guys. Alright, how does this work now? D5. I don't see another option. I think E6 might be viable. This is more dynamic. And E4, E5, Knight of 3. Mr. Coffee, thank you for being a great mod. Schieberspieler was earlier here. I know it's more traditional to say was here earlier, but I do the best I can. We just pray that Nefedov, if I played the London system, I mean the Alyakin's defense against Nefedov, Freudian slip, sorry. What a weird move, D4? You're playing D4 in the Raslimo? That doesn't make sense. That's like shower carpets. Do you remember that commercial, Acerbate? Carpeted showers. Why would you play the Raslimo, trade your knight on, your bishop on C6, and then open the position with D4? That doesn't really make sense, you know? Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I have some personal problems, and I have health issue too, so hopefully nothing fatal. Dad needs shower carpets. Seriously, the Raslimo, the point is like you give up your bishop and then you close the structure, and you're supposed to play for a closed structure with the two knights against bishop and knight. Plubix is here. Cooking works with 500 bits. Nefedov says, how can you possibly guess my name? We always change the openings. Nefedov, you better not be on the white side of the Alyakin defense. I mean, that would be ridiculous. I mean, I play that opening almost never. I play that opening maximum once a Simul, and usually not even that. And the chances that Nefedov would just happen to get the white pieces against the Alyakin again would be almost nothing. Blobix, subscribe, thank you. Blobix, you haven't been around much, though. I like the active Blobix. You don't have to play, you know, in my simuls, but, you know, it's nice when you come by the stream and take part, and we have a strong player. What have you been up to? I miss our games, Blobix. Blobix is too old to compete. I might be too old to compete. Might have to retire soon. I'm already semi-retired. Alright, gotta take care. This is probably Mirales. Well, you know, Blobix, you strike me as an artiste. You are living in France. Chess is not only about competing. You know, it's different for other people. Yeah, I'm hoping I live until the World Senior Championship, until I'm eligible to play until the World Senior Championship. Nefedov, I'm lying about my opening for today. Oh, you're really doing a different opening today. That's what Nefedov is saying. He's switching up on us. Purposefully. Let's play the symmetrical Nimzovich or whatever. All right. Thanks to all of you who do a little part to support this effort of mine. I do the Simul every Sunday. PE chess. Exactly. Yep. Yep. For fun, I like to play this game where we guess who the regular players are. So that's why I'm doing it Zen mode. I think having all the wealth, just at our age, Blobix, just waking up another day is a reward in and of itself, right? Tuesday, I alternate, so it should be a Blitz tournament this Tuesday, be afraid. So it's a wing gambit. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Normally, I don't play this move order. The player that played a3 against me, I gave them knight c6, which is not my normal go-to move. Sometimes I don't pay close attention in the first couple moves to what I'm doing and play like random stuff. So that's what happened there. So take, knight e7. I don't know what else to do. I'm in an uncomfortable spot there. Sumaher is not here, right? No, I mean, I shouldn't play knight c6. I should play g6. That's my normal go-to move. That a3 Sicilian is nothing special for black. But knight c6 gives him essentially like a pretty good version of the wing gambit, and it's just not necessary to give him that. Why do we have like multiple weird modern defense games? Sorry guys, I'm a little bit in a funk today. I'm going to do my best. Five plus 3 Blitz, regular Blitz tournament this week. Well, I mean, I'm a little bit worried about my Moderna. Listen, if by any reason I don't feel well after my vaccine tomorrow, I will still host the tournament. Maybe I won't play or stream, but I can always I'll always try to host the tournament no matter what. Even if for some reason I can't play. Weird Tarash. Oh, someone on sound. You're making me fall asleep here with this standard Mora. There was another guy. Who played your Mora Gambit and crushed me with like perfect play a few months ago. Alright, I'm going to play it safe here. What is this? Benoni Asterbate, maybe. Oh my god, wow. Totally new idea. It's a b6 in the Grunfeld. Well, I bet that's been played before, but it's very rare. Yeah, I mean, okay. Maybe this isn't that bad. You want to try to double Fianchetto in a Grunfeld? Not totally. You got your second dose of Pfizer today? Your hand hurt? Well, they didn't put it in your hand. You mean your arm? You mean your arm hurt? Knight b5, knight a6, or knight e8. Good job getting vaccinated. There's too many people who are like anti-vaxxing. If we don't work together, we can't eliminate COVID. You know, that's the thing. So people are so short-sighted. You know, it's not just about, oh, I don't want to get COVID. We're trying to eliminate the disease from circulation by everybody getting vaccinated. Why is it so difficult for people to think a little bit more, you know, more long term? All right, so take. I'm going to do it, man. I'm going to grab this pawn. It's like 11 fish dragon there with f4. This is Asterbate. That's Bishop a6. Asterbate. Speaking of Asterbate, that could be Asterbate too. But I suspect this is just a highly creative noob. I guess this is a standard setup. I'm not exactly sure what you do. I'll have to dial into Akiba Rubinstein, the psychic network. Maybe Lieutenant Uhura can get me hooked up. Gets me a medium to contact Rubinstein. Rubinstein liked to play e3, bishop g5, e3 against the Tarash. Did you pre-move on you? On you? That's hard to say. It hurts your hand if you try to stop the syringe on its way. Man. That reminds me of when my mom was in the hospital and she had Alzheimer's. She was constantly pulling the IVs out of her arm. It was a nightmare. Yeah, don't try to like block the vaccine. Yeah, they had a terrible time with her. She like didn't understand, you know, 5 minutes later, couldn't remember why she had she couldn't remember, you know, what happened 5 minutes ago. So they would put an IV in her arm, she'd be like, all right, and then 5 minutes later, why is this IV in my arm? And she would rip them out. It was a disaster. Sorry to bring it up, but it just made me think of that. Alright, this knight has got to go. Whatever it takes, that's going to go. So I was thinking of being materialistic. Not normally my thing, but this could be Nefyadov. It has a Nefyadov flair to it, right? Did Nefyadov say he would play something different? Something Nefyadovian. We had a similar game. Nefudovian. If I take on d5 and take the pawn, black gets like a huge development lead. Take. This is actually in other variations of this line. It's possible, but I don't think the b6 maybe helps his case that much there. Summon on sound. We have to be very, very quiet around summon on sound. Queen e2. What if I play e5 here? Bishop g5, bishop e6, or something like that. What would happen? He'd probably play bishop e3. Thanks to those of you who did support the stream. Someone on Sound has donated $10, doing a small part to keep us flying. Exactly. If another million people donated $10, like someone on Sound, my other 1,000 subscribers would donate $10 every Simul. The problem is the free riders. That's one concept I remember from economics. The free rider principle. Alright. But thank you, someone on Sound, for not being a free rider. Very supportive of the stream. Not the only one. There's a number of people here that have been super generous and keep this thing going. Help me keep this thing going for everybody's sake. Thank you for doing that. Sincerely. From the bottom of my heart. All right, this is a cool pawn structure. Checkers. It's a centipede. So what do we got here? Mainline, Joko piano. Let's go for it. I'm no chicken. I'm not going to play the Roman variation with bishop d2. I did play that once, but not because of Roman. I played the bishop d2 Joko once because it was in 500 master games of chess. I don't know where he got that from. And 15 Minute Man better not play the London system. Think a lot. Think about all you got. That's Grandmaster John Fedorovich. One of the most deep quotes I've ever experienced. John basically was a friend of mine for a while, and we never, weren't friends, but I haven't seen him in a long time. But that pretty much sums up his chess philosophy. You guys are having a serious medical discussion. I don't mean to interfere with that. What is this? Oh, Nefedov's not playing his usual stuff. Excuse me while I roll my eyes. This has to be Nefedov, right? He likes that bishop c4, queen e2 thing. Highly likely this turns out to be Nefedov. So what happens on bishop g4? He plays that way against the Pierts, and this is a kind of Pierts with a knight on c6 early. It's a bastardized Pierts. Would Nefedov do that? Likely, right? That's his go-to setup. Just remember that. Love is what I got. Nietzsche. It's funny, like, draw in Russian sounds like Nietzsche. I don't know what's wrong with my eyes. I think I have eye strain from staring at the computer too much. 39 years, and I still haven't had to wear glasses. Pretty good. But I think we're getting to the end of our capability to be unaided visually. I wasn't paying attention, and I played the old school variation by accident. Alright. Actually, I am supposed to play e5 at some point there. Damn it. So I screwed up. I was supposed to play e5 here. This was unintentional. Now it's a problem. Queen to b6. Who is this? This doesn't seem like one of the regulars. I thought, Mr. Summon on Sound, that if I'm going to play that way, I'm supposed to not have to play Queen c7. The whole concept of line is overrated. This is a line. What defines a line? Now, I mean, seriously, bishop f4? Who here knows that? In the exchange, Philidor to play bishop f4? That's like a grandmaster variation. This Simul didn't seem that loaded as usual. Because everyone's playing in the 5-minute... those idiotic 5-minute Simuls. How about c5? No, it doesn't work. c5 is amusing, like c5, queen c5, knight e4, queen d5. But I don't trust this for white. That doesn't make sense, man. But I guess in a way you turned into a... It's like you're turning into a weird checkover variation. But is this a real line? Yeah. I wouldn't want to play it against a computer. The main line is like d3 in this position. Probably I don't even have to play c takes d. I could play bishop g7. But this shouldn't be right for white. Something is wrong. There's no way that should be right. If you got Ray-Bans, you could be like one of like Donald Trump's press secretaries or something. All right. What do we got? Knight d2. Well, this is crazy. Black allows me to double the f6 pawn. Wasn't that one of Donald Trump's press secretaries constantly wearing those? Those like Ray-Ban aviators? It's like, I would never buy that. Alright. This is crazy setup by black. To allow their pawn structure to get trashed like that, that's a serious concession. But on the other hand, what do I do with my king? Mr. Coffee, you're like an instigator. You're the moderator instigator. .26-minute mark. You see, that was what we don't want to do. We don't want to play bullet chess in a classical simul and try to add up our time. That makes me angry. It's not angry. I mean, I just really like lose interest. E5 is interesting. Speaking of losing interest. De Morales. Standard Morales. Defense. Alright. I can identify two players. Definitely. Now this is DBS or whatever. We had it on reliable info. DRV. But that doesn't count as a guess because I couldn't resist like seeing who played the London. Bishop takes c3, check. Queen takes c3, knight takes e4. Bishop takes d8, knight takes c3. Bishop takes c7. Yeah, I mean, I'm not convinced by that variation. I just feel like c6 is a good move. Mr. Coffee, are you in the simul? You wouldn't. Dumbly. Another questionable word. 2 wins. Well deserved. Sorry, I just don't feel great tonight. Queen c7. Move 11's like move 11. I always confuse someone on sound and move 11. Why? They both play the hyper-accelerated dragon. Someone on sound called it a line. It's not. It's. I mean, how do you define a line? Like a line that's been played by 1300s who lost? This is just like a bad line for black. I don't think it's reliable. Queen d8. I think I should get the hell out of here. Master games. So this has got to be Chef Master. I mean, who else would play like this? No, this is Kevin Yang. Wow. I thought it was Chef Master. He's the only one that's like maniac enough to play like this with black. I would think. But I thought wrong. Yeah, I don't know. You're a candidate for that game too, Mad Ramus. You know, you and Chef Master are always in the running for who's giving up their bishop for knight. But this is like bishop for knight from me. I don't know. Lionel Spoon subscribed for tier 1. Thank you. All right. Do you play c5 here? So who could this be? White side of advanced Caro-Kann. Morales is already spoken for. We've had this before. See, I almost didn't let this player play because I was afraid of that comment they made, like, when will it start? But already they're just like rapid fire moves. That was more or less what I was worried about. Maybe I should just play bishop takes c6. It's not a bad move. It's simple. Keep it simple. So is this Nefedov? Unbelievable. Nefedov was like, I'm going to play something different today. He's the first person that got nailed. Were you trolling me or what? You're like classic Nefedov setup. He was gonna play something different, but then he couldn't resist. All right. Did you always do bishop c4, knight f3, knight c3, and queen e2 against the Pierts? But your earlier comments, they gave the impression you were going to do something different. You know, we've had like multiple games where you played the setup against the Pierts. I'm only saying that because you made a comment that made it sound like you were doing... It made it sound like you were doing something different. Maybe I got the wrong impression. That's all I'm saying. It was your comment that made me think that. Bishop g5, but you did this before. So you have two setups. Tricky. That's true. He has two different setups against the Pierts. This was actually a Nimzovich, though, which threw him off slightly. So what the heck can you do now? I mean, black's so limited in options here. I have to play e5. It's so dry. Never say you have to, right? Let's do it. Let's do something Emery Tate style. Bishop b3. Okay, here we go. Yep. No, if I play e5 now, you play knight d5. I take, you take with the pawn. What's that? What is that? e5, bishop g5, bishop e6, knight d5. That's gross. So I have to go here. I'm gonna do my best, guys. I'm not in a really good mood tonight. Not my usual happy self. A little sedated. But we're all human. Had a lot of setbacks lately. Pretty depressed. So. But you know, I hate people that are happy all the time. It's so fake. I mean, let's be human. I have had some trouble with this lately. Is Mr. Coffee in the Simul? Nefedov's style is classical Pioneer Palace. Cheesy Noob, you are definitely not a classical style player. You're kind of creative, self-taught. Hard to define that. Is that you, Cheesy Noob? I found you. The spirit. I sensed your spirit there. Spirit animal. D5, knight takes c3, no. Castles. What is Cheesy Noob's spirit animal? Bishop b7. Uv11 would not approve. He likes only bishop a6. But I think bishop b7 is way more solid. Guys, where's the hype train today? Where's my time going, by the way? My time started to kind of just drain quickly now. Wow. Serious time drain. Cooking Rooks, where's the train? I don't know. Asterbait hasn't been the most active hype conductor lately. So it's going to be on you, Cooking Rooks. The Stinky Cheese was called. I saw some cool pictures of a Tasmanian devil today. It was like eating the leg off of a dead kangaroo. He looked kind of fulfilled. Or koala, maybe it was. I could just see this like leg of animal in the picture. I guess it was probably a koala, now that you mention it. Had a kind of gray fur. But those are kind of cool looking. The Snake Benoni. Asterbait's playing the Snake Benoni. Cooking Rooks got me with a fake Asterbait routine. Nice job. Honestly, I thought it strange that Asterbait would play the Snake Benoni, but maybe he's just trying to avoid detection. So I thought this was Astrobate trying to avoid detection. But this is good information. Cooking rooks won't get caught, but now I know Astrobate is out there. But cooking rooks, did you use more time actually on purpose to try to like make me think you were Astrobate? Because it worked. Who is playing this? Why have I had that again recently? Yeah, when I went to Australia, there was like dead koala on the side of the road. It left an impression on me. Okay, so this is Naj Papa. Naj Papa, maybe Naj Papa and Amoeboid are really the same person. Is that what's going on? You're now playing the exact same opening with the exact same unusual move order as Naj Papa, Amoeboid. They always show up just for my simuls. They're always here at the same time. They both play d4, and now they're playing the exact same unusual move order of Semi-Slav Moscow variation without 97. I think they're the same person. Maybe that's the explanation. I never thought of that theory, the Merle-Dixon Uber driver theory, but it completely makes sense. You know, if Amoeboid and Naj Papa were basically just one person. Their ratings are about the same, the strength is about the same, their score is about the same openings, and they're always here at the same time. It seems like a good conspiracy theory to me. I think that flies for a conspiracy theory. That's a conspiracy theory that works. Nefedov managed to play bishop g5 anyway. What? Knight takes d4, knight takes d4, bishop takes d4? Not really, you know, like Nefedov's style to like launch into crazy sacrifices. Not sure if he's thought this all the way through. But I don't know, Nefedov seems really touchy lately. He gets easily, like, insulted. You say anything about him. What was that? You call me classical? What was that? Yeah. Cooking Rooks is gifting 5 subs to the community. Now that might start a hype train. Skaven again wasn't a subscriber, or you can get 2 subs. Well, he is now. Camel X. Now you have 3 camels. Calculated Chess. On Rye. 1 and Amoeboid Chess. Amoeboid / Naj Papa. But I always thought they were from different countries. But, you know, even if Naj Papa is Hungarian, it doesn't mean Amoeboid couldn't be his secret secondary account. Amoeboid, they might play kind of similar repertoires. They're a little too similar. We need a good conspiracy theory. Oh, Queen C2. Cooking Works, you played the Snake Benoni. Yes. Is that your intention? Yeah, man. That's a great idea. a match between Notch Papa and Amoeboid. I want to see that too. How do you know it? You didn't know it was called the Snake Benoni? Wow, Bishop G5. Alright, man. I'm going to go for it. I don't know who that is. This must be Notch Papa. No, down to 13 minutes. But who else could it be? This is Laos. Ugh. I didn't guess anybody tonight. I got Nefedov on the first try. But he was basically the only one. Have I gotten any other right except for Nefedov? Man, so I don't even remember what you're supposed to play here. Is it Queen E1 check? This is like, wow. I don't think so. I think you're just supposed to recapture, right? Could that be? Who could that be? London system. Man, this is the weirdest London system ever. Who the heck plays the London system and gets positions like this with white? That's just bizarre. Gita B. Thanks for watching my stream. Sorry guys, I'm kind of a little bit not feeling good today, but we'll do our best. Thanks for watching Cooking Rooks, Mad Ramus, all of you guys, especially for the support from Cooking Rooks. Gifted a tier 1 sub to Gita B. You're unbelievable. Cooking Rooks is going out of his way trying to start a hype train. Can he get some support? A booster shot for Cooking Rooks and his hype train attempt. I'm out of here, man. Well, you watch Ben Feingold. I'll guess I'll let it slide, Cockatiri. There's worse chess streamers you could watch. No Notch Papa versus Amoeboid games. Yeah, because they only play every week in my Simul. What we should really check is like how often like one is played and not the other. We'd have to do research on that. How often has there just been Notch Papa and how often has there just been Amoeboid present? What if I take with the G pawn just to be a troublemaker? Lieutenant Mumbly. Am I playing for some chess club? My chess club, man. You know, I was thinking the other day. It's really sad that in Hungary they have so-called chess clubs. And this is kind of a European thing, but especially here in Hungary, we don't really have chess clubs the way we have chess clubs in the US or major cities, especially in the US. I think of Marshall Chess Club, Boylston Chess Club in Boston, the Mechanics Institute in San Francisco. I miss like a daily chess club. Like I was thinking yesterday, it would be cool if there was like a chess center in Budapest where you could go. I would like to play one tournament game a week, for example, like they do in US clubs, but it doesn't exist here. So we just have like a sort of club. It's more like a team. So the Hungarian Chess Club, and maybe this is true in most of Europe, is more like a chess team than a club. Basically, you travel, you play matches with other teams, but there's no like club, tournaments so much within the club. At least not for me. I think it would be cool to have a stationary chess club like in Budapest. The chess club in France is really mysterious. Ooh, that sounds like a ghost story. Um, I miss that sort of weekly chess club tournaments. I mean, I wonder if it could fly as a non-profit in Hungary. This is something I thought about the other day. You know, the way they have like the St. Louis Chess Club in the U.S. I don't really like St. Louis Chess Club, but just for argument's sake, the Boylston Chess Club's a non-profit. I don't know about Marshall, but could I start a non-profit? I'll have to ask someone. You know, if it would be possible to start a non-profit like sort of chess center club here. But anyway, I play for a team. My team sucks. Basically, I have a very, very weak team. I'm not, but I've never been that serious about it, honestly. That's why. I'm sort of a semi-professional chess player. I was playing poker for a long time. I was mostly focusing on playing tournaments and like round robin tournaments. I didn't really care, so for a lot of people it's a big deal, like what club they play for. My club sucks. I should probably play for a decent club, but I was like faithful to this one club that asked me to play. Man, who is this? This has to be an extremely strong player playing white. E4. They know like the mainline theory? I don't know, man. Who is this? I guess this has to be like someone very strong. But there weren't a lot of really high rated players in the list today. I play in a club, and by the way, my club is like second in the second division, so it's an extremely weak club. But I like the fact that I could play board 1. I've played better playing on board 1 or board 2 than like being board 6. When I was board 6 on a good team, I had a worse result than I was like board 1 or 2 on a second division team. But I really like to play. I really like to play. What did I do here? I'd like to play weekly tournaments during the day. This is creepy. The bishop a6 guy. I mean, it's a big deal to play, like, spend a week at a tournament. I would love to play, like, one game a week. No, Boston doesn't have a big chess scene. I was there in its prime, but they have one chess club. It now kind of sucks. But back in the day, we had a good chess club. It sucks now. Of course, there's COVID. COVID is destroying chess clubs. I mean, in addition to the problems that already existed. We'll see what happens in the future. Chess clubs have suffered as a result of the pandemic, of course. Mother of somewhat unsound. D5. That could be a problem. This looks like something someone unsound would play with white. So now what do I do? Someone unsound would just like drop his c3 pawn. The days of the real chess clubs are far behind us, I'm afraid. Sadly. Yeah, I guess I have to go like ballistic here. But Lieutenant Mumbley, try not to make like concrete suggestions on the move. I took several classes on NGOs. You can create a chess club, take payments, and pay staff. as long as the bank accounts are mostly equal at the end of the year. Yeah, I mean, the government loves NGOs in Hungary. Maybe we could start doing COVID vaccinations on the side. They would love that. Start a chess club that does COVID vax on the side. Maybe I can get some sponsorship from Soros George. I wonder if Soros George likes chess. All right, but anyway. I just want to play like a weekly game of chess because I don't have time to play 9 games. You know, I have to take a week off of work. But this whole like 1 game a week sort of deal, I don't know if I can even do that here. I've never played like a nightly game of chess in Budapest. It's either like a tournament, like a big tournament, or nothing. Somewhat unsound. Z. There he is. Caught you. As usual. Yeah, I mean, you've got to pay the staff of even a non-profit, of course. But there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, that's part of the deal. Do we grab a pawn? It's not enough of style to like sacrifice pawns usually. Knight a5, knight d5, knight d5, bishop d5. Now what do I do? h6, bishop h4. Actually, I have an interesting line there. Morales doesn't like it when he's not the one who's castling queenside. This is Morales. These guys aren't even making an attempt to hide their secret identities anymore. So I don't know who this is. This is a little freaky because we had this before against somebody. And I can't ever remember who it was, but my bishop's hanging. It's looking like a normal type of gambit situation. There is this check here, as well as one additional threat. What if you and Asterbate are the same person? I don't know, this bishop a6 player is totally coming back. Is that a little disturbing? This is Asterbate? You gave him away, Cooking Rooks. You gave him away. You like mentioned Asterbate right as I came to this board. And I talked about the beginning of the stream, like how he had this early affinity to do stuff like that. But I became so convinced that you're... How many did I get right now? Am I up to like 4 or 5? This is Asterbate. He's dangerous. I don't know who's playing the white side of the advance. Who's left to play the white side of the advance? Carol Khan, by the way. Who the heck? Dennis Eckersley. The Eck. Who the heck is the only sport I know is baseball, so occasionally I'll make like baseball references that no one even knows what the hell I'm talking about. This is Naj Papa. No, we already said that. God damn it, we already said that. I did myself a problem. What have I done? I don't know, was that a mouse slip? I don't understand. I don't understand. I didn't play that move, really. It's like a main line. It's a main line. I swear to God, I drank half a beer. It's a main line Cambridge Springs, and I played Bishop F4. Like, I didn't recognize it's a mainline Cambridge Springs. So I just randomly played Bishop F4. Which is not a move, theoretically. It's not too tempo down. Although I'm stuttering out of fear. It's not really... I mean, this is actually... You know, Bishop H4 might be a move. I guess, at some point. Bishop F4. This is a little different. It's not really too tempy down. I'm getting my bishop out of, you know, the dangerous square. One tempo down, maybe. I guess. How bad is it? Becomes the question. I don't know. I was talking and I got distracted. And I just wasn't thinking. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. Skaveningen, you're in the Simul. Oh. Skaveningen, what's your ELO? ELO rating, current ELO rating. How many players do we have in the Simul who are like over 2,100 ELO rating? Is Naj Papa higher than 2,100 ELO? Is Skaveningen? Because there's one board that I thought was a really strong player, and now I'm thinking it's you. It was E4, and I forgot you were in the Simul, but someone who knows theory would make sense, right? No, I mean, I need to know it's someone who has over-the-board experience, who knows theoretical chess openings. Because I played Skaveningen a lot, and we talked about him being a tournament player, and he knows like the white side of mainline Sicilians better than most people. Your ELO's the same as 5 years ago. So you're only around 1,700. Jesus. You got an Indian rating. There was... The typical player in India is like 400 points underrated. You should like make some money. Go to a tournament like where it's like under 2,000. You would do really well. I mean, you gotta be around 2,200, at least 2,150. This position is driving me nuts. What is this? Will Cheesy Noob? What? What? Predict with channel points. Will Cheesy Noob? I'm trying. Sorry guys, I'm trying my best. Wow, Skaveningen, I just assumed you were higher rated. You're not allowed to be in the snob club if you're 1,700 FIDE. Knight c4 is not a good idea. Alright, that is not a good idea. I already played one absurd move so far. With Bishop f4 against Laos. Will Cheesy Noob's prediction ever show up on Twitch? Yes. Dude, it's ridiculous. Why doesn't it work? Alright, you guys play that game. I don't have to play every game. Screw it. I don't know what to do there. Dude, Snake Benoni's in the house. The Snake Benoni is the first thing I recommend every amateur. Very, very principled and correct opening. Only a mother could love. Knight A4. What do I do here? What is up with this position? Bishop G4. I'm just going to play Bishop G4. It's like symmetrical bishops, whatever. I try to play too seriously in these things. Acer. The acerbic tongue. Alright, it's a French. I really tried something different today, but you forced me into Budapest. Dude, seriously. Like, that's not going to hold up in court. You were forced to play the Budapest Gambit. Like, he held a gun to my head and made me play the Budapest Gambit. That's not going to fly. Yeah, Cooking Rooks was forced to play the Snake Benoni too. There was this like vision he had, you know, a nightmare where someone from the Twilight Zone, Rod Serling, was in his nightmare. It's like, if you don't play the Snake Benoni tomorrow, something terrible is going to happen to you. Actually, Morales, you tried like the modern defense. Now you're playing the Petrov against e4. But did you ever play anything solid against d4? How can you play one day, like, how can you alternate between playing the Petrov and the Budapest Gambit? Like, that's your repertoire? Alright, if they play like really aggressively, I'm gonna play the Petrov. But if they play solid, you know, d4, I'm gonna go with the Budapest. Alright, I'm gonna guess this is Skavening again. You see, now that shows what I'm talking about. He may only be 1700 ELO, but he's got the professional tournament player opening repertoire. It's very apparent. Bishop f4 against the Exchange Philidor. You have to be like 2200 to know that, man. I mean, who the heck plays the Exchange Philidor besides like Nisapianu and I don't know, Mamadjarov? At the average level, it's not even necessary to know this. Maybe Skaveningen happens to have a specific opponent who plays the Exchange Philidor or something. But that's knowledge that's definitely like beyond the realm of most people's knowledge. Like, yeah, you don't see people playing this quality Philidors at Acerbates level, for example. The odd quality Philidor. And Nefedov has two variations, that's right. He's like splurging. I don't know, a little birdie inside my head told me to play this way. But I'm having second thoughts. Teze was asking about football, and just didn't answer earlier because I'm not an expert. How do you see the chances of Hungary? Are you serious? Did they start yet? Well, if like a nuclear bomb blew up like pretty much everywhere west of Hungary, I'd say they had a pretty good chance. But other than that, I mean, dude, Hungary's gotten better, right? But that the system for determining the pairings is like a lichess arena or something. Should it really be like that? Should they have a more fair ranking system for determining group makeup, right? For it to be more fair for everybody. Why should France, Portugal, and Germany have to play each other in the same group, you know? It's totally unfair. I haven't been watching football enough recently, though. I mean, I know that Hungary was getting better in recent years, but you know, I'm not up to date in my knowledge. So, you know, I don't know like how this year's team is compared to last year or anything like that. So it's not like just picking it randomly out of a hat. Right. I mean, you have Wales, Turkey, and Switzerland in the same group. I mean, come on. Are they just randomly picking the teams out of a hat? That's how little I know about like the Euro tournament. It's like a chess tournament. You could never do that. Like just randomly pair people together. That's stupid. I don't understand why it's such an archaic. It just doesn't seem right. I don't know. So it's not completely random, is what you're telling me. Morales is just like very anti-castling. Nef-e Dav. The only chance to beat him is on time. We said this was Nef-e Dav already. Nef-e Dav. Is there any reason not to take his bishop right away? Is there any reason to? Well, I could play f6 if I take his bishop right away. Why do I want to play f6? Maybe h6. But the big story in Hungary is like hatred for Black Lives Matter and the, you know, incident yesterday, of course, where the announcers were like, just get him off the field and like, why aren't they like, you know, getting him off the field so we can get on with the game? So far there have been like really bad sort of diplomatic issues here, football wise. One commentator was really blasted by the media for his attitude yesterday when Eriksson was like down on the pitch. He wanted just like the game to continue. Said they were taking too long or something. Like the guy could die and you just want to go on with the football match. It's pretty messed up. Anyway, that's all I know. But I don't follow football, Tazek. I'm an American. You can't take the American out of me. Ask me about baseball. I told my story, how I played one season of football. And I had an Italian coach when I was like 7 years old. And we were champions for our state, or half the state. That's it. One championship season is I'm done. I'm retired from playing football. I've told that story a lot. We just like, yeah, just retire while I'm ahead. We just ran around constantly. It wasn't even fun. Like, I played basketball, and that was fun, you know? You would run, but you would occasionally, like, get to score. But in football, it was like just being tortured for no reason. It was like, we'll just run and run and run and run and run, like, and never score. Or maybe, like, one person scores every hour or something. And it was funny, though. Like, you'd think, like, a 7-year-old football team would have, like, games where there was, like, 15 goals. We had a really serious, like, league, and it was, like, a normal score. Like, the matches were, for, like, 7, 8-year-old kids, the matches were close, and every game was, like, every match was like a sort of professional level amount of goals. It wasn't like we were scoring, like, our games were like, 4-1 or something like that. It wasn't like there were tons of goals. It was professional. I was just like bored of running back and forth constantly. It was insane. Like, why are we running back and forth constantly for no reason? Once you're used to other sports, I guess it's just kind of weird. Once you've played basketball, for me, like, comparing like soccer to basketball, would you, as an 8-year-old kid, would you rather play a sport where, you score like 100 points, or play a sport where you score like 3 points? Like, there's no contest. I mean, basketball is much more, it's much more interesting, at least as a kid, I think, than football. From the perspective of a child, or an adult who thinks like a child, which most sports fans fit into that description. They're basically adult children. Man, Skaveningen is like the Philidor Pro. I played this opening so I would get, someone out of their element a little bit. Instead, I get the Philidor Pro. The leading expert on lichess in the Philidor. Why the hell didn't I play knight b5? I even messed up like the most simple position. Nefedov likes football. Well, no, I mean, I don't mean American football. You know what I'm talking about. I like American football. I was raised on it. We would play football on the street. We played street football, which was non-tackle. Like, the only danger was cars. There was like this rule where the car was coming. Oh my god. What's happening here? Street football. The non-tackle football on a cement surface, where basically it's touch. We also played tackle American football, but you had to be careful, to be relatively gentle. I played a lot of sports when I was a kid. I don't know, man. Skaveningen must be the world's leading expert on the white side of the Philidor. Seriously. Not a lot of people have that ability. He's got like grandmaster level preparation for the exchange Philidor. Damn, that's pretty harsh. Alright. It's not much, but that's my plan. Flag football. No one's going to know what that is. Strictly a creature of gym class. We did that in school. That's a classic American school sport. It's more PC than touch football. I never thought about that. Touch football doesn't fly anymore in our modern society. Too many implications. I chalk it up to what do I chalk it up to? I don't know. I chalk it up to forgetting what the hell I was saying. That move doesn't seem right. What? My opponent just played queen to d5. And then queen g7, rook g8. Do you have some sort of insane tactics? Insane in the membrane tactics? Who recommended me to play this? Is it like my opponent or something? Oh, this is cockatieri. I assumed this would be good for me, but it's far from clear what's actually happening here. Strange. Completely messy. Now I'm 2 pawns down, and I can't take on g7? Well, that's interesting. That's an insane move right there. So I want to just like take back my last move. If I had played b5 instead, it would be more interesting. Like knight b4, bishop a3, knight d3 or something. d5 was, I thought, no problem. There's nothing that can go wrong here at all, under any circumstances. But he can sacrifice his g7 pawn. Oh my gosh. I mean, I have no idea. I guess I'll go for it. If nothing else, it would be fun. I'm not going to have too much time to guess any more peoples. People. Soylent Green is people. I really miss Charlton Heston. Oh man, what are we going to do here? I want to watch the Planet of the Apes again. I think that would be fun. Alright. There was this guy who used to come to our cash poker game where I used to play, and he looked just like Charlton Heston. I used to call him Charlton Heston. He liked that. Hungarian guy who couldn't really speak a lot of English. But it was endearing to be Charlton Heston for him. Alright. Dude, I don't know who this is, but they're taking their time and they're kind of scaring me. This is Asterbait. This is Summon on Sound. And now, what was the latest move? The Astermate maneuver. Advanced Smith Mora 101. It's basically like, what is that? Some kind of cheapo? Like, what moves do I have here? B5. I don't know. I mean, whatever. It's a forced win. You win. I think D6 is an actual move against the Snake Benoni. But it's beyond my... I've played it in Blitz, like, occasionally. Beyond my knowledge. This is a weird game, too. Strange. Black's decision to like take on a4 looks weak, and then knight h5 looks kind of crazy. But they've got stuff going on. The whole thing is a little bit weird. But very quickly played. Yeah, unfortunately, that player, as I feared earlier, would be... Is it time to start the tournament yet? Are we there yet? It's like Shrek. That's a bad sign when you're going to host a classical simul. Before the tournament starts, people are asking, when are we going to start? Just don't accept them. That's my new theory. If they're asking if we're there yet, just don't even bother. Masturbate must tip his king. Not again. Tip the waiter, but don't tip your king. Pawn structure chess. Okay, rook b8 is reasonable. Opponent offered me draw, and it's not Nefedov. Alright, who are you? I accept. Ruslan Bear. Speed man. Wait. What was my plan here? Queen h7, bishop f5. So I can't play queen h7 or queen d4. But I guess I can play this. This was Amoeboid, right? It looks like this game I played 10 years ago against this guy Feher Adam, where I was just like having a drinking binge during one of my tournaments, and I like eked out an equal score. That was a tournament where it was an IM tournament. That was where Anna the Red offered me a draw before the game with black. Honestly, yeah, it didn't seem like I was taking that tournament too seriously. D5. Yeah, well, anyway, this variation is sucky for white. Yeah, I know, WJ Liff. We talked about that once. I was pissed that she offered me a draw, but in retrospect, I was like having a drinking fest, and maybe if you take that into consideration, I guess pre-arranged draws with black are not that ridiculous to offer. But it just was one of my worst tournaments. I was like the strongest player in the field, and I finished like 5th or 6th out of 10 players. I should have probably won the tournament. but I went in and like it started off really bad. I like came late, overpressed my first game, then like tried too hard the second game, did it again. I think I lost my first two games against kids, teenagers. Once you're behind like that, it's hard to come back psychologically. Gone through a lot. Homelessness. What the heck? Wow, I thought she was doing really well with her like Twitch streaming. But murder is another story. Homelessness is one thing. Bishop f4. Homelessness can be solved, but murder is a problem. Definitely. Another pro player with white. That's disturbing. Alright, we're going with the classic g5 Caro-Kann. Yeah, what are we talking about? Oh, you're talking about someone else. Oh, I didn't mean them, WJ Loof. We totally got our wires crossed. I was talking about Anna Rudolph. No. Yeah, I was talking about not Anna the Red on Twitch, but Anna Rudolph. No, I'm sorry. Like, we're totally confused. That's why you said it was a friend of yours before, and I misunderstood the last time. No, I'm talking about the chess streamer who has like millions of viewers. Suffering through millions of viewers. I think she's doing all right. The one with millions of viewers. Murder is possible. I call her Anna the Red, obviously, for obvious reasons. Yeah, the other Anna the Red streamer seemed cool. They stopped by my stream once, but I don't really know them. But Anna Rudolph, I was talking about. No, she's an IM. She's a good player. But that tournament where she made one of her norms, I was pissed because she did this thing where she like offered me a draw. You know, it's one thing if it's like a close friend and they're like, hey, would you like a draw? But, you know, I'm not a close friend. You're black and I'm like 100 rating points higher than you and you're offering me a draw before the game starts. I was like pissed. All right, whatever. Here we go. Anyway, the funny thing was I was pissed, so I tried extra hard to win, which may have been her calculation. And in my process of trying extra hard to win, I basically got myself a lost position. But Anna Rudolph like couldn't win a winning king and pawn in game. So I got a draw out of it. Can't tell you how important it is, guys, to salvage those draws. Competitive chess. Because a lot of people just like, you know, go psychopathic. Like if you can't win, you might as well lose. I have even titled players I know who behave like that. Salancy Emil, my friend, or like Emery Tate was another classic example. If he wasn't gonna win, he would go nuts and like just throw away the game. Of course, imbibing a lot of alcohol probably contributes to psychotic behavior. But there's an important lesson. I mean, you definitely want to... Who is this? Math Genius offering a draw. No. Speaking of Anna the Red offering me a draw, the other Anna. Yeah, I shouldn't call her Anna the Red, since there is a streamer named Anna the Red. And that's not her. To avoid confusion. But I don't know, Chess Anna Chess, or what. I don't even know what is Anna Rudolph's name on Twitch. I don't even know what it is. Actually. Knight takes e4. Am I lost yet? It's all home prep. This player offered a draw. You know, I would think if it was like a regular, that's cool. But I'm happy here. This is like a classic position. Black is worse. You haven't played a lot of matches with like Jenna Sasanko lately, right? Jenna. Genna. Anna Chess or something. There was another Anna Chess. Though, I'm confused. I don't care. Alright, whatever. It doesn't really matter to me. Overrated. We're not going to promote overrated streamers. The last thing I want to do is draw attention to overrated peoples. They're already overrated. They don't need to be further overrated. So, alright, what do I do here? Dude, Emery Tate was crazy, man. He was crazy. So his offspring would likely be crazy too. That's not a surprise. He could make anybody crazy. He scared me, man. At least once. But I think he was schizophrenic. I'm not sure. I'm not a doctor. But if he wasn't, he was right on the edge. So what am I supposed to do? I got to get developed here. This player is inconsistent. I'm getting weird vibes. Like, this is a very strong player, but some of their moves didn't seem that strong. So I guess I'm just paranoid. Alright, here's Cooking Rook's latest effort. We temporarily won a nugget. The chess nugget. Well, Emery Tate was not a kicks boxer. What am I doing? Bishop g5. Chess for kicks. So must go home. Yeah, I never met Emery's son, but I remember him like the last time I saw him in Budapest, which was like 2006 or something. 2005. He said he came from England. And I thought he just had like a girlfriend there, or I didn't know, he actually had a kid. We didn't talk closely, so I wasn't aware he had a child in the UK. I guess he was stationed over there or something when he was in the army, or Air Force or whatever. He was in the Air Force. I don't remember, but my dad was stationed in the UK. I mean, he was in the armed forces too. But I never put it together. I didn't realize he had a reason. That's why he was visiting UK before he came here back in 2005. So Nefyadov. Yeah, Emery and I, we talked some, but we're never real close. here. Now Laos going for it with what? Knight e4, pinning and winning. Well, I have to... What do I have to do? What am I doing? I mean, knight c3 is a threat. Feels like a threat. Do you have any other good ideas? Is rook c2? No. This is a problem. This is a problem. Could play like pawn takes d5 maybe. But this was my bad, messed up idea. The bad pawn. I can take the pawn. Except it's illegal. Alright, let's castle. Oh my god. Computer says... Alright, what's up here? This is the engine variation. Someone on sound. Memorize thousands of moves in the Mora Gambit. You know, this is odd. This is the second time I accidentally played this variation. I'm just going to resign. It's the second time that happened. That happened the last time. I accidentally played a variation that's just bad for black. And someone that sounds like, oh no, it's a variation. Well, like, what is it, like -2 for black? That's not a variation. I mean, that's just a line that loses by force. And it's the second time I've done it. I don't know what it is. I want to play that bishop g4 and I just forget. What is this, a London system? This is Cheesy Noob? Oh, it's Chef Master. I always get them reversed. Maybe we have another conspiracy theory. Someone in sound just likes to make me look bad by playing the Smith Mora, even though it sucks. He wants to just keep playing it so that I lose, even though I claim that it's not very good for white. But I mean, honestly, that's like the second time I did that, where I just like randomly play a line I don't play for no reason. I don't know why. Last week I played the Marshall defense twice. But as I told you guys, I wasn't feeling too well today, so full excuses in effect. Now, Morales gets to castle. We get to both castle queenside. Sorry, someone on sound. But I don't know, you know, what you can get out of that. I don't really see what you can get out of it, you know, playing me in that Smith Mora. Probably you should play something else that would, you know, that would benefit you, rather than just, you know, teaching me how to lose in the random line of the Smith Mora that I don't play. I have no way to refute the Smith Mora, but it's certainly not better for white. But I feel sort of like we didn't even play a game. You just showed me your refutation. Just showed me your refutation of a passive line against the Mora that I don't play. I wasn't paying attention carefully. You know, sometimes I go through the openings too fast, and happened in the same exact way as last time. The guy, I can't remember his name now, one of the other players here. This is a queer position. Very strange. It looks like black has like no pieces developed, but I'm afraid I'm lost. I'm down a pawn. If he can just play like 3 more moves in a row, black will be winning. Well, anyway, someone on sound, I think you should branch out and play something else. You know, not just because I hate the Smith Mora. You know, but I can't. I've played you know, I've already played like 6 different variations against your Smith Mora. I ran out of things to play at this point. Um, I don't know. I can't invent any more ways to play against Smith Mora, but I did find a way to lose again. Bishop takes c4. I almost forgot what my point was here. Yeah. Schneider's of Hanover. Wow, Nefedov with a weird move. Knight a4. He's a little like playing someone on sound, actually. Should have a match. That's another good match. Speaking of cheesy, no, I'm sorry. Notch Papa versus Amoeboid. Nefedov versus someone on sound would be interesting. Very, very interesting. Wow. What a weird position. This is the London system player. He's used 3 minutes for the whole game. That's what chess is reduced to. f6. Bishop c4. But we have to play f6. Now Morales with a triple attack. Morales doesn't like castling kingside. You have a real thing about that, don't you? But I like that Morales can play the Petrov. Now what happened to our... We never got our... Cooking Rooks tried. You did a good job trying to be a hype train conductor today, Cooking Rooks, but not enough cooperation. Good effort. This is a weird move. Basically a souped up Queen's Indian is what we've got here. Knight h4. So your plan is to start playing over the board again with code finally gets done. What do you mean by done? Like done in Moscow or done in... It's never going to be done because people can't... You know, if it was years ago, it was polio, it would be done. But we have to weaponize like the idea that vaccines are necessary, and it has to become a political flashpoint. And so it will never be done. You know, we'll have to have COVID forever, basically now, because we can't just agree to get vaccinated because of Robert Kennedy Jr. and morons like that, you know. It'll be done for a while. The U.S. is in a good place compared to other places, but, you know, it's going to be like every time now we have to get vaccinated every year again and again and again because we'll never get rid of COVID. Because other countries like Russia has 18% vaccinations. Thank you, Vladimir Putin. You're the greatest. All right. You know, 18% vaccinations. Great. Now we're in a good place. Man, who is this? This is a really aggressive player. Well, this was the Alyekin, right? I'm still trying to guess, people. It's too late. Mr. Slow. I wish I had realized you're in there, but he's so quiet while he's playing. He never talks in the chat, except when he maybe donates. He's very seriously competitive. We had played once before in this line. I could have guessed him. BG, you're back? You were here earlier and you were a subscriber and now you're not? No, I was thinking of Be Afraid. Okay, now there's Be Afraid and BG. Be Afraid and BG are different, obviously. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Develop my pieces, I guess. We played once before. Check. Alright, the ultimate Queen's Indian. Now we're talking. This is juicy. Like they say on Mustache Chess. An unconventional Caro-Kann. I like the center. BG, you got your second. I'm supposed to get my second Moderna tomorrow. I'm a little worried about it. The horror stories of hangovers. So knight g5 is alright. Hopefully, not a problem. This is Notch Papa, of course. Well, I never had a reaction to any other vaccines, honestly. Do people normally get like reactions to flu vaccine? I never had like a reaction to normal vaccines myself. Alright. But no one made such a federal case out of it. We've got serious attacking chances here. But we need to develop. He's starting bishop d6. The bishop's not doing much on e3 there. Well, no, I mean, the first doses are very effective, you know. I have Moderna, like one dose is like 80% protected, supposedly. It's not just a little protection. I mean, I think of it in poker terms. Like, I have probably the same chances of getting my aces cracked against a pair of deuces as getting COVID. Which I don't really like, you know. I mean, I'd like to have better odds than that. If you play a lot of Texas Hold'em, you learn to, like, understand the fact that your aces are going to get cracked a lot by smaller pairs. It happens all the time. So 80% protection or whatever, you know, 80-some percent protection is, it's not really that good. It's better, you know, it's a little bit worse than aces versus deuces, but that's more like 80, 87, 88, 88%. I don't know. I don't remember statistics anymore. But Yeah, why am I giving out my bishop here? Let's not and say I did. I expect to get my aces cracked pretty much every time. That's how lucky I am. So yeah, I mean, I just like, you know, the better players just pretty much don't really expect to make a lot of money with big pocket pairs. It's like a sucker hand. It's a good hand to lose a lot of money, but it's not gonna make that much money. You're better off having like ace deuce and making like a wheel straight than ace ace. All right, I'm going old school poker there. Amarillo Slim, who claimed that the wheel straight was like the greatest hand in poker for making money. He's probably right. I don't know, but it's depending if you're talking about tournaments or what, or cash games probably. Anyways, enough poker. I was just comparing the chance of getting COVID with the vaccine to getting your aces cracked. I think it's comparable. I wanted to play knight c5 a lot. You know, it sounds like a lot, like 80%, but it's not very reliable. All right, what do I do? This is Miki Diki. Yeah, suited connectors are my favorite too, Skaveningen. If I were to get a poker tattoo, I would get like 8, 9 suited or something. I always like middle suited connectors. People expect you to have hands like Jack 10 more. But enough of this poker talk. What am I doing? I feel like I'm playing Someone on Sound again. Speaking of Someone on Sound, this is a weird game. Bishop's just buried. Weird play by White. I can't spend this much time, guys. I'm going to lose on time, so I'm just going to start making moves. What just happened? Queen d6. G3. Why can't I trade queens while I'm down material in the first place, right? What a move. Okay. Dude, that's the weirdest question I think ever. No one ever asked about Genesis on my stream. We're going back to the early 80s. All right. Phil Collins, superstar. Why did I see like Phil Collins in the news recently for something? I thought. What is happening here? That's you, Tazik. You're trying to distract me. Distraction tactic. This is cheesy new. Weird modern. How the heck did you get a position this good? I decided to put my bishop on g3. Cheesy Noob has bishops. How weird is that? Good snake Benoni. You got your snake Benoni, man. You got it down. Okay. Well, it's not any worse than your standard, like, Skaveninga and Sicilian Skaveninga. I'm gonna batten down the hatches here. Should I play h6? Would let him, like, rip my kingside apart with g5? Probably not recommended. So I have to go here. Looks passive. Alright, guys, it's gonna get ugly soon. We have 5 wins, 2 draws, and 1 loss. What? Chef Master. Dude, you play the weirdest chess I've ever seen, honestly. Where do you even come up with this stuff? Last time I played the Berlin defense against Mr. Slow. I think I have a natural talent for Berlin defense, fortunately. Knight h2. Alright. Wow. The math genie who used 4 minutes for the whole game. I have this. So I went a pawn there. Now against Laos, we sacrificed a pawn. Classic Morales. Rook h e8, because a lot's happening on the e-file. A lot of action. Wow. Oh, this is S. Garcia. With a weird modern. I have a classical position. What am I gonna do? He's gonna storm me with his pawns? Really? It's a strange position, isn't it? Now the threat is c4, but that's not cool. Totally uncool, in fact. Black is trading queens, or attempting to trade queens. Attempted trade of queens. Incredible. He gets away just in time. Unbelievable. Must. Counterattack. Cheese noob. Can you guys get in time pressure, please? Somebody? Scheveningen is basically playing the white side of the Sicilian, apparently. It's a pretty neat trick. B4. Whoa. No principled development for you. E4, rook f2. Not a good idea. F4. Knight e4. Check. This is unbelievable. Alright, I'm just going to move my king back. Astrobate, why did you resign again? Too much resigning lately. Inappropriate resigns. This is not normal. Not a normal style of chess by white. Look at those pieces. What is this, the London system? You basically played the London system without playing the London system. You just like trolled me by turning into a delayed London system by playing the London system on move 15. Very strange. Strange chess. Extremely strange chess, isn't it? He's like attacking the base of the pawn chain. F it up. I never would have guessed your next move was c4. That's difficult to predict. All right. So what am I supposed to do? B5? Looks risky. Team unbeatable. The Altisto Notch Papa Network. Now you're ready to develop. Very good. We gotta go. We gotta go. First of all, I don't like that bishop right there. Maybe I should bring my rook in the game. Alright, we've got compensation here against Laos. Some compensation finally. Cooking rooks, thank you. What happened? You didn't resign. You're thanking me for Astrobate's game. Damn. Mr. Slowhand starts out like solid and then he turns psycho. He turns state's evidence. Don't have to play that psycho, right? H4, my god. Move 11 and cooking rook starting the hype train. Move 11, you're a conductor. Oh shit, there's a former hype train conductor title. Are you serious? Former hype train conductor. I didn't know that even existed. That's wild. Former governor of Texas. What are you doing? Come on. I don't believe this. I can't believe this, man. What? You got a mating attack? What? My queen is trapped. Wow, this is such a weird position. Knight d5. There's also g5. G5. Just queen c7 is probably the soundest alternative. What does he do on queen c7? I don't know. Queen c7? So bizarre. Am I missing something major? Major earthquake. Mr. Coffee with 500 bits. Someone on sound, I feel so guilty like losing these games against you so quickly. You don't even get a real game every week. You just like crush me in 5 moves. I feel like you're kind of cheated out of playing. I can't compete with your theoretical knowledge of the Smith-Morra. I wish I could give you a better game. So Morales is a bizarre player. He's tough to get a handle on. Once you get used to it, though. B4. He wants to play knight c5. Maybe I should seriously not play b4. Dude, that's it. What did he play? Knight d7. It's remarkable. It's remarkable. Maybe I do need to play b4. But what am I going to do? No, knight b6 wins right away. This is incredible. It's just unbelievable. Who's the master that gets upset when the opponent blunders? Now, wait a minute. What are you talking about? Are you sure that's a story I told? I don't remember that. Chicago. That's a Chicago story? Well, dude, knight d7, nice move. Damn it. Where are these moves coming from? Chicago? Like the band? Bishop c5? What? You have bishop c5? He's 1700. Everything I try to do in this game, he's got some weird trick. Nefedov has to go. Alright. He's a lover, not a fighter. Knight h2. What are you doing over there? Yeah, Chicago, that's kind of before my time. Too much classic rock makes Jack a dull boy. Right? How much classic rock was I forced to listen to in Philadelphia when I was a kid? Like classic rock overdose. You can overdose. I was like, oh, there are other kinds of music? Country, like my best friend's mother used to play country in the kitchen. I was like, that's awful. Alright. Yeah, white's playing too fast. This is a fast bullet player. Plus the London. You know, I love you for that. You not only play super fast, but you play the London too. I can't tell you how much that thrills me. You know, it's possible I owned a Bruce Springsteen album, but I don't swear it. What happened with Bruce? He got arrested recently or something for drunken driving on a motorcycle? What was that about? Alright. He couldn't bribe the police not to arrest him. Or maybe he didn't. I don't know what happened finally. Dude, stop trying to trade my queen. This guy's driving me nuts. He has a move for every move I make. You have literally a trick every time I make a move. It's insane. They let him back on the motorcycle? Oh, it's okay, you're Bruce Springsteen. Man, my dad was, I was thinking about him telling stories about how his dad would get drunk, and my dad had to drive when he was like 12 years old, when his dad would drink too much. Like old days, like, imagine like in the 30s or something. Imagine the drinking and driving laws, like in the 30s. Okay, kid, you go ahead and drive. Your dad can't handle it now. Things were a little different back then. Skaveningen just went crazy, basically. This A-pawn is going to be attacked eventually. So Mr. Slow, he's like a psychopathic aggressor. I missed something here, shit. Alright, what's the material? I'm up a piece, I'm up a rook. You've sacked a rook. No, it's just an exchange. Yeah, I miscalculated. That's bad. Bruce is off. I was going to play this. Nefedov, I would play it out. It's up to you, man. But I'm willing to accept draws if people have to go or, you know, the position is unclear. Nefedov, though, has irritated me by offering draws too much. He's like a little kid. Draw. No. But he does like to offer a draw. It's a matter of honor, I guess. One draw every game, or something like that. He usually limits it to one draw offer. Then if I don't take a draw, he kills me. That happened recently. I learned my lesson, man. I always have to take your draw offer from now on. Sorry, guys. I'm doing my best here. I've been a little out under the weather today. Cooking Rooks, thank you for trying hard. But I don't think the hype train wants to come out today. Needs further support. DB Chess now has 14 minutes. This game, I should offer him a draw, honestly. The London system and quick play. This is Goiju. I miscalculated this too. I thought I had 94, but you have just trading queens. That sucks. That sucks. So I have to be careful. 94. Maybe I should play it anyway. Rook takes. It's not really a good development there for me. Yikes. Thought I was like completely okay here. That's weird. I am not completely okay. My God. This would be the biggest swindle of all time. I'm up a piece. I thought it was nothing. Just completely unsound. Not a little unsound, but completely unsound. Gotta be careful. Damn. Smoke a chuck roast for the first time. Smoked roast. Smoke them if you've got them. Fearlessness is popular here today. A lot of fearless players. That guy's got a ridiculous amount of time. There's no way anybody should have 17 minutes left. You're just not taking the game seriously enough. If you have that much time, you need to learn how to play using time. Try using time. Try thinking. It helps. Thinking generally helps. F6. I have bishop f4 winning the exchange. Why not? Well, it actually doesn't, though. Just exchanges pieces. What does that do? Move 11, Mr. Coffee. Time management. Move 11 was asking about time management. I talk a good game about time management. But I don't know. How good is my actual self-time management? They're tough. Battle bots. Matt Genie. It's unbelievable. Just like literally unbelievable. Crazy positions. Ongoing. Okay, I literally have no idea what's happening here. Yeah. It's been so long since I saw the game, I forgot what my move was. But I don't appreciate the bullet chess. As some of you know. Obviously not everyone. Attacking for the sake of attacking. S. Garcia has 11 minutes. That's a lot of time, too. Wow. Weird. Chef Master likes to troll me by like being down a piece on purpose or something. It looks like he's done that before. Wow, this is insane. What is going on here? Shuli seems like master strength. Taking a tough position. I'm getting a number of people who are playing like instantaneously their moves, which makes it hard. I wish you guys wouldn't do that unless you have to. This is unbelievable. C6. Man, D6 falls if I do that. This is an insane game by White. He's 1,700 FIDE. That's like impossible. Extremely strong player. Alright, finally. Man, Black's playing this game was great. I don't know what to call it. I mean, he's a pawn up in the endgame. Look at this, 18 minutes. You're 1,700. All right, what do I do here? Full bullet motif. Really weird game here. A lot of weird games today. This is one of my better positions. Pawn takes. What? Did not anticipate that. Totally unexpected. Whoa. And another threat. That's the interesting thing. When you play Morales, he has like continuous threats. A lot. Virtually every move is a threat. It's insane. Just an insane positional game by Black. It's not at all tactical. What do I do? It's unbelievable. It's just unbelievable, his play. I don't think Morales has a rating, but it would be high, whatever it is. This player is strong too. Unclear who they are. Very high rated. Tricky. B5. I don't know, guys. I'm very low on time, so I just do the best I can. Dropped a piece. He found a defense. Not completely. Wow. This is pretty amazing. From Teze. Wait. Now what do I do? Change plan. Pawn takes pawn, you can just take. I didn't know you could just take it. That's not fair. Totally unfair. Offer to draw again. Dude, how much do I hate you? Your second draw? What are you thinking? Why are you offering a draw, dude? To me, down a pawn in an endgame. What are you thinking? Why would you do that? Like, just to be an idiot? Are you trying to be an idiot, or are you just trying to be funny, or why would you offer me a draw in a pawn down endgame? It's just insulting and ridiculous. Queen f4. I have knight f6 check. Doesn't work. Crazy position. Wow. What just happened? Whoa. What? You played h5 with 8 minutes 40 seconds using no time? Interesting. Queen h5. That is remarkable. He used no time for that move. Wow. Knight takes b2. Knight c3 check. I don't know what to do. I don't know, your play seems pretty strong, Kaktiri. Very good. A little too much for me, I think. You've reached another level. Rook g4. Very hard to defend this. Knight d4. Yeah, this irritates me that he doesn't resign. It's insulting. I've been through this before. I let it go, but it's doing it like again and again. Pisses me off. Yes. Knight takes g5 doesn't work. e6 doesn't work. My knight is definitely not in a good square there. What happened? Bishop check. Oh my god. What? Weird. He's down a whole piece in an endgame, but won't resign. It is what it is. I ask people not to do that. I need to get my pawn back. Weird. This is like a nightmare. Is it mate yet? H3, of course. He played it instantly. First move in my mind, really. He's not used any time for his last moves. It's brutal. I guess I need to take that. What? Knight h4, knight d5, e6, rook f5, such a weird move. Oh my god, I don't know, cheesy noob. I don't know what I would do. It's just a position. But how is a player who's 1700 use no time for the whole game? It's kind of unbelievable. It's disturbing a little. We get that sometimes. What can I do? Yeah, you found that. Good job. Bishop d3. Alright. Now what? No time for any moves. No, bishop and knight is too hard. I can't do that. Dude, what is going on here? No way I could do a bishop and knight mate. Never. Yeah, if I have time. If I'm not down to like under a minute or something, of course. Amazing game by Tezake. What a game. What? Bishop g5. Bishop d3 check, or knight, or whatever that is. Knight d3. Man, this is getting interesting. This is Tezake's greatest game of all time, I would say. Bishop takes pawn. What? That's completely okay? Interesting. Perfectly normal. All right. How's my bishop doing? Gotta be. It's the Kakatiri game again here. I had a plan, but I don't remember what it was now. A5? Are you serious? You can just do this? The level of play here by some of these players is excellent. Man. Look at this. What am I gonna do? The queen is like trapped. It's unbelievable. But Mr. Slow always does that in time pressure. His playing in time pressure is unbelievable. But Tazake, I mean, I don't know what to say. It's an unbelievable game by you. What am I doing here? Check. Trying to attack. Oh, you're avoiding the exchange of rooks. This is just this. You know, why don't you resign? Seriously. What's your latest lame excuse for not resigning? It's so... disappointing. Why can't you show me some respect by resigning? I don't understand why that's so much to ask for. Why is that so much to ask for? To show respect by resigning. Nobody will do that. Another knight? You have another knight on e2? Where did that come from? How many pieces does he have? Am I even up a piece there? I don't understand how I lost 2 pawns in this game. How did I lose 2 pawns? I understand maybe like 1. When did I lose the second pawn against Tazake? Why was I even down pawns at all? I was like up the whole game. What happened? Seriously, what happened? Yeah, d4, you got that. That's a good move. That seems like an issue to me. Very strong. Not surprising at all. So how's my attack here? Should be winning somehow, but it's not. I'm just making random moves now. Scheveningen is unbelievable. How did I go from a piece up to not winning against Tazake? The even better question is, how is this equal material? How am I down material against Mr. Slowhand? Wasn't I up the exchange? Didn't he sacrifice a piece? I don't understand. He sacrificed a piece and I'm not up anything. What's that about? What happened? Rook takes b4? This is like playing what's his name? I don't know, S. Garcia is so fast. What amuses me is how people can play really fast in bad positions or worse positions. How is that done? Bad positions are usually ones where it's harder to find moves, yet it seems like a lot of people don't have a problem with that. It's just as easy to find moves in bad positions as good ones. I find it harder, generally speaking. Okay. I don't understand. I don't understand, Mr. Slow. How am I not up a piece or something against you? You sacrificed a piece, yet there's nothing for me. How does that work? What just happened? Where did my piece go? I should have something here. Oh my god. I get outplayed in the end game. My strongest phase, too, which is interesting. Probably my strongest phase of the game. I don't understand what Mr. Slow does. He's never in time pressure. He never loses on time. It's just this fake time pressure. This guy has still had 7 minutes for the last hour. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Alice is like Grandmaster. You're basically a Grandmaster. What just happened? Speaking of Grandmasters, what am I going to do? Alright, a lot of Grandmasters. Particularly in the end game. You didn't just offer me a draw. Tell me you didn't just do that. Promise me you didn't just do that. You just really did that? You offered me a draw. And you played the London system. Are you for real? It's unbelievable. How am I not winning this position? Thanks, Cooking Rooks. Laos just gains time every move. He never needs to use time. This is just a joke. I give up. I have no chance there. DRV just offered me a draw. I don't know, dude, what to say. I mean, you played the London system, then you're offering me a draw in a completely lost position. What kind of person are you? Who offers a draw in a lost position to an international master? Why would you do that? To offer a draw in a lost position to an IM, you get a chance to play a good player. Let's insult them the first chance we get. Yeah. Anyway, that's enough venting. Mr. Slowhand is now like pre-moving. Virtually pre-moving. Alright, dude, you're banned. Banned from Simuls permanently. Perma-ban. Cheesy Noob, how did you... Cheesy Noob is up a pawn? If you were like a weaker player, I would take it as a joke. But you're strong enough that you should know better than that, based on the way you've played the game. That's pretty disturbing. I could completely understand if you were a total beginner. I would be very empathetic with it, but that's not the situation. Check. Cheesy Noob's not up material yet? Well, he should be. And I even have knights versus bishop. It's a draw. I have no threats ever here. It's incredible. It's an incredible position. I guess you're just joking. I don't know what to think anymore. Prediction. It's unbelievable. Morales, you're playing the Budapest Gambit, right? For the endgame grind. Look at this game by White. It's just unbelievable. What? I have to play G5. Alright, well, anyway. Oh my god. He just found that move? This should be interesting. This is fun. We're having fun. That's the important thing. That was the player who had the last game last time. Whoa. What is going on here? He's coming out for a visit, but G5. Is g5 even a good move for me? Damn, I don't know. This just hurts. He found another amazing computer-like defense here. I'm gonna kill myself. Is he lost? Maybe I got him. Check. We got something? He's got a way out every time. He's had a way out every time. And then again, again. It's unbelievable. Incredible defense. I don't understand how I'm not up material. What happened here in this game? It's so weird. You have another move. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. G4 check. I have rook f3. But I'm down a rook anyway, so it's not that clear. It's a draw. Knight g1, knight a4, knight f3, knight c5, knight h4. Might as well go for it. Yeah, this is just embarrassing now. The one move fork is always good. Always enjoyable. This is an unbelievable guy. Mr. Slow. Gravitating right for those one move forks. Yeah, check. Rook takes. Check. I guess we'll just take. Pre-move is in order. G5. There's no mate. There's no mate. Oh my god. He's so fast, it's sick. What? Wow. Incredible move. That takes incredible calculation. I just don't have time to figure it out. Morales, Grandmaster. Grandmaster of endgames. I like the old days when I had the bigger increment. It's not as fun now. Wow. Check. Escaping his play is scary, man. It's scary. You're like seriously scary. Now he finds rook c1 and no way to defend c7. g4 check. Are you kidding me? I guess I take with the king. He missed this. Hopefully. It's pretty incredible, honestly. The defense there. Defense in general is pretty unbelievable. King h4. I have no move. What? Oh, you're about to win on time, dude? Look at these guys. Slimy time play? That's just unbelievable. What, are you kidding me? This is unbelievable. This is seriously messed up. You can play like that with no time. What? Can I ever use my bishop? But S. Garcia's time is unbelievable. He's never had to use any time for the whole game. Mouse, you found that. Another strong move. It's amazing how you find these moves. I never saw such a sequence of defensive moves that Scheveningen found in this game. Obviously, I was winning somewhere, but I don't have a clue, like where. How was every game I played with this player a draw previously? That's unbelievable. Lots of draws. You guys like draws. Black missed a chance there. Rook takes. Now that's kind of a weird move. Black doesn't seem to ever need to use any time to think. Wouldn't you need to use time to think? He just moves instantly every single move. It's unbelievable. I think it's over. Shilly was one of the last games going last week, too. I can almost predict Black's moves. Isn't that weird? His instantaneous moves can be predicted. Alright. More tricks. I can predict that. It's unbelievable. Incredible game by Black. Perfect defense here. So this guy won't resign, and the other is in a draw. I wish I could concentrate on this game. I misplayed it slightly. See, that's where you need time to concentrate. If I don't have time to concentrate, I can't play a quality move. So another trick here. He's actually gaining time. Who is this player? have to research when I started playing them. But I don't like that they can move instantly for every time. It's pretty tough to deal with. Now he's winning. Like, could you please, like, at least use a few seconds while I play the other boards? Weird. Check. Maybe I can get a draw if I'm lucky. Thanks for the game. 3 losses so far. Someone on sound, and who else? Tommy the T-Pawn? Thanks, Antonio. Antonio and someone on sound, 2 of our favorite winners this week. Our favorite winners. Winners week. Time is obviously a big part of this player's strategy. Garcia has almost an even score against me. Or is he plus? No, I think he's still plus. That's natural. Alright, rook c8. I'm threatening to make progress. Not yet. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're both queening at the same time. King f4. King e2, the passive defense. f4, king e2. Should hold. When in doubt, use the passive defense. Alright, king c3 is his best here. King c3, f4, d5, f5, d4, f6, d3 check. He played that. He's got me now. Thanks everybody for playing in advance. Lots of draws. People like the draws. Happy to give them away. Oh. Wait a minute. Right. Yeah, that's important. No stream Monday. He has 7.5, 8.5. Master strength. Result. Laos also has equal score against me. 4 draws. Those were, what were those games? I don't even know. I let him in. Let him in. So I let him in. It's lost now. Tired me out. Great job. It's sad. What are you doing? Alright. Sad, sad. Yeah, I'm doing another Simul. I do a 3-hour Simul every 3 hours. And I never rest or sleep or anything. For free. Death by Simul. So I lost to Laos, moving back and forth for 100 moves. That kind of hurts. That was painful. He didn't deserve to win that game. He didn't do anything but move real fast back and forth for like 100 moves. So I finally blew it. I was actually lost, it looks like. Why is the engine coming up with crazy valuations? -2? Wow. So after rook c5, I'm like -0.7. Let's just see. So I played rook c, let's see. I should have played h5, but what I could have played at any time. Yeah, he had the chance to play g5 even at the end. He should have played it. Actually, if I didn't blunder rook f1, he should have played g5 anyway. Yeah, I mean, I was better before. This is so sick. Alright guys, thanks for playing. I'm out of here. Thanks everyone for playing. Thanks to all of you for supporting the stream. Someone on sound, Kakatiri, Laos, and someone on sound, and Morales were the winners today. Alright guys, I wasn't feeling the best. I had kind of a bad day, but we made the best of it. Not too bad. Again, I have to get my vaccine tomorrow, so there's no stream for Monday. Hopefully Tuesday will be a Blitz tournament. Even if I'm sick or whatever, I'll still create a Blitz Swiss for everyone to play in under the circumstances that I'm not feeling well or something on Tuesday. So I won't cancel the tournament unless there's an emergency. I'll try to stream Tuesday night. We'll see how I feel. Thanks everybody for playing. Thanks for the support. Thanks to Mr. Coffee for being our moderator. Thanks to all of you for watching, and not too bad. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.